Hey guys, Mike with Turning Point Survival back out here with you. Today I wanted to talk about kit usage versus investment. A lot of people have asked me, I carry the Pathfinder Scorpion XL. A lot of people ask me, okay, why would I pay $200-300 for a knife? Why do I have to? You don't have to. You don't have to have a $160 swag roll. The R value, I think, on those will get you on the comfortable side of 40 degrees. You could use, a sleeping bag for that. It's about the same size. Now, you have other options with a Swagman roll, but if, you don't have to run, don't put yourself in the hole to buy something just because somebody tells you you need it. You don't have to have a $300 Pathfinder knife to go out and do bushcraft. I can tell you right now, Moras make great little knives. They're super sharp, super durable. The Mora Garberg is a great option, but depending on your money, might be a little high. Might be a little high for you at the time, but save up. I started out with an old hickory butcher knife. I found it in a bucket in my grandmother's garage. So I got this for free, but you can find them, and if you're lucky, you can get them at yard sales. Just keep an eye out for them. This is an original, but this is the maul we made in yesterday's video. But this will do the job just fine. Using a piece of hardwood makes it more difficult, but that'll still do the job. And this is okay. Well, how's it strike a ferro rod? Well, give me a second. Let me dig it out of my pocket. It's blinding the camera. Now let's look at the Pathfinder Scorpion. Both of them work just as good. Use what you can get. Don't go out and buy a Helicon Tex bag if you can't afford it. You don't have to put a lot of money into bushcraft. I started off with a little bit of nothing. Truthfully. If I can find it, I still believe I have the original bag, and I bought it from Sportsman's Guide for like 25 bucks. Carried that thing for years. But it goes with anything. Get what you can get. Get the best that you could afford. But don't put yourself in the hole. Bushcraft, everybody's like, oh, that's an expensive hobby. It can be. Sure. Like anything else, it can be. Painting. Painting can be an expensive hobby. It can be, as cheap as you want. You can use, natural dyes and make natural paints, or you can buy it. But knives, you can get into blacksmithing. Blacksmithing can be expensive. But I got a brake drum forge. I made with scrap material. So I didn't pay anything for that. But don't let somebody tell you, and I know there's been different gear featured on my channel. While that gear is great, and it is a plus to have, don't let somebody tell you, oh, you have to have this knife. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, you have to have this knife, when this knife will do the job. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, you have to have this pair of boots because they do better than this pair. Do what is comfortable for you. Because the bottom line, truthfully, is if you're spending so much money that you're afraid to go out and beat on that knife, and really you shouldn't. Don't use your knife for something that you can use an axe for. As far as axes go, you can get the little camp axe from Walmart. They're not very well made, but for like batoning, sharpen that sucker up, use that. Don't use your $300 knife. Use your, don't use your knife for something that a saw or a hatchet will do, because there's just no point. I did that for the sake of the video, but at the end of the day, if you can't go and enjoy yourself because you're worried about the money you've spent in bushcrafting and everything like that, please reevaluate. It is all about, everybody's like, well, if your life depends on it. Well, I mean, your lives depend on a lot every day. I mean, I could be sitting here doing this video, get hit by lightning, and drop dead. Everything that I know and all my gear is not going to do me any good. There's just some things that your knowledge and your gear cannot help. Now, true survival situation, which would I rather have? A free old hickory or $300 Pathfinder knife? I'll take either one. I would take the cheapest thing out there. I mean, cheapest, crappiest thing out there is better than absolutely nothing. But whether you're doing bushcraft for learning and enjoyment, or practicing for a survival situation, preparing for a class, no matter what you do, if you are not enjoying what you're doing, please rethink. It's all about, bottom line, at the end of the day, you got to be able to go out and enjoy doing what you do. That's what keeps us out in the woods. That's what keeps our minds right. But again, if you're not going to use, if you're just going to go out, maybe a couple weekends a year, don't buy a high dollar knife. Find you an old hickory, or get you a $20 Mora, or don't. If you're not going to use it a lot, don't invest a lot of money in it. Now, you should, in my opinion, where a lot of your money is going to go as far as bushcraft and survival is your knife and your whatever sleep system you choose to use. But that comes down to personal preference. But I do hope you enjoy the video, guys, and I want to try and post more often and keep my videos a little bit shorter. So I do apologize. I think yesterday's turned out to be an 11-minute video. This one's pushing 8 minutes. I do apologize. This stuff's a little bit of a rabbit trail for me. To my subscribers that have stuck around over the months that I haven't posted anything, I truly do love you guys, and I truly do appreciate the fact that you, whether you forgot about my channel or whatever, you're still subscribed. We love you. We thank you very much. This is Mike with Turning Point Survival. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section, please. Do not email me. We will see you next time. But tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your dog. Catch you next time.